Hello visuals, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week where we talk about anything superhero. My good buddy, Howard the Duck, just look at that little cute face, look at little Howard the Ducky. Actually pointed out to me that me and Howard the Duck look exactly the same. Oh fuck, I forgot to zoom out, a little bit awkward. And yes, the whole dead meme of me being Bandana Dan is over. I feel like it might have been getting annoying for everybody. Yes, so welcome back to Superhero Wednesday. Again, can't forget the sword. Sting is always here. Really need to put it down sometime. I was having my dinner early and it was just there. Like I had my knife and my fork and I'm a freak for it. Yes, and this week we're talking about the DCEU, and more importantly we're ranking the films that are currently in the DCEU. Now the DCEU has been very hit and miss, and but it's had some very good gems in it, and it's had its great moments in some of its worst films. I feel like the future's looking bright with Aquaman coming out soon enough in December. I think it's still got a bright future. It's just been mismatched and rushed together and scrambled and just, we've got loads of characters, here you go, how's it have a franchise? But it's got some good moments and it's got some decent films. But here's every DCEU film ranked by yours truly, Dan the Man from Visual Guyz. And don't forget, if you do enjoy Waboon, and let us know in the comments below your favourite DCEU film, or just why the fuck not, your favourite DC film. If it's the old Batman trilogy, one of the old Batman films, one of the old Batman and West TV series films, if it's Batman in general, if it's the Green Lantern, it's the Green Lantern. Yes, we'll get on with the list now because I feel like sometimes I get a bit too ranty and thingy like I'm doing now before the categories start. Let's start the list. Kicking us off as the worst film in the DCEU, it's Suicide Squad. The film was completely rushed, the plot and storyline was horrible, the acting was extremely, I'm sorry, but Harley Quinn has been ruined for me on the big screen. The debut of Harley Quinn on the big screen, completely ruined. I mean, Deadshot was class. The characters as well, like I love Harley. Killer Croc was amazing. Like I love Harley as in the character, not this portrayal. And Margot Robbie's a great actor. Just this was just so forced and cheesy and just didn't sit right. And then plus everybody was a Harley fan and they'd never heard of her until 2 minutes ago. But ayo. That was a little bit randy. Captain Boomerang class. We got to see a bit of the Flash in there as well. Rick Flag, he's cool. Got to see that. Amanda Waller, she always annoys me whether I'm reading her or she's in the Arrowverse or whatever. But we got to see her. The Batman sequence where he catches Deadshot, amazing. Loved it. I just think the way they could have gone about it was could have been a hell of a lot better. It was just mishmatching. When the film started, I was so into it. The intros with all the bright colours and stuff, great. And Jared Leto's Joker, I do enjoy that Joker. I think it's a great performance. I just want to see a bit more. I want to learn a bit more about this particular Joker. But yeah, it's the worst film in the DCEU, and it's probably the worst superhero comic book film of all time. Even worse than the new Fantastic Four. Next up, we've got Batman v Superman. Now, this film for me was good. We didn't necessarily need a Batman solo film because we know who he is. He's already established, probably one of the most established superhero comic book characters of all time. But it was great to see him and the Man of Steel, Superman himself, go at it. The Martha thing, a bit of a meme as well, a bit of a, oh God, what really? But the actual fight itself between them two, I really enjoyed. I thought it was amazing. The back and forth between Clark Kent and Batman. Plus we get Wonder Woman getting brought into it, seeing a bit more of Gotham, the darker side of the Batman, you know, in the shadows and stuff, and Clark Kent going how your hero does it this way and stuff. Lex Luthor, yeah, I'm not too keen on this portrayal of Lex Luthor, but I didn't hate the film. I enjoy the film. I can watch it like meh, and then the big fight happens and I'm like, yes, now it's good, and then it ends, I'm like, well, we got some cool moments. Number 3, Man of Steel. Now, there's not a whole lot for me to say on this because I hate Superman, but I love this film. And Dragon Ball Z fans here, let me know in the comments below if you think I'm right or wrong here when I say this. But the closest we've ever gotten to a live-action Super Saiyan badass like a Vegeta vs Goku or Frieza vs Goku fight on the big screen, live action, is the fight between Zod and Superman, the Man of Steel himself. I really do feel like it was the fight was so awesome, and again the earlier on fights, the fights throughout the film, seeing Clark Kent being portrayed this way was actually quite good. Like I said, usually I hate the whole thing. I thought it was really, really cool, darker take on the Man of Steel himself, a nice, deeper, in-depth look. It was a great film. It made a character that I hate, but get invested into a little bit more. Number 2 is the Justice League. Again, definitely rushed in, right? Okay, a lot of people don't actually know who the Flash is, but we got a somewhat mediocre introduction. A lot of people do not know who Cyborg is. Arguably should have been in the Titans TV show or a Teen Titans film if they do that in the future. But again, it's cool that we've seen him, but it was just a bit rushed. Aquaman just sort of chucked in there. Like, the MCU do it so well. Film, big team film. Film, big team film. Why did you have to rush and do it? But that's my only minor gripes. The storyline was great. Steppenwolf, we're getting ready for Darkseid and stuff. That's awesome. The visuals were amazing. At the end, where Batman's doing this whole solo mission, they're flying off the Flying Fox and all that. Great. Wonder Woman and Batman bringing this team together. Amazing. We're seeing a lot more vulnerable and not as durable and not what it used to be. Bruce Wayne / Batman in this, with Wonder Woman helping him out and all this kind of stuff, and realizing that he's not as strong as he once was, or not as strong as what he needs to be for this team. The Superman fight sequence when he comes back to life is amazing. Seeing the Flash, the way he did, and they fight and go for the Flash stuff could have got a little bit annoying. The way he ran like that and kept falling over and saying, "Oh, come on, man, stop being an idiot, you're the Flash." I know he's just new and he's just learning and stuff. The whole "just save one person" line, amazing. I loved it. But yeah, for me, Dceu, got to see it again. A little bit more of a look of Atlantis, Gotham, Justice League. It was dark, it was cool, it had its funny moments. Overall, I really enjoyed this film. And number 1 is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was fucking amazing, and the exact proof that you didn't need to rush Justice League, Suicide Squad, whatever. You could have easily just had a solo film done this way, but with a different character. Wonder Woman was fucking amazing, and it was just a whole flashbacky type film. We get to see Bruce Wayne at the start giving her the photo, and as we get this whole look through the war. Themyscira fully introduced for the first time properly, having a great look at that. Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, she's fucking awesome. She's amazing. The scene where she comes out of the trenches and then the music, whatever the music is, that was a bad interpretation. As she comes through, it was just fucking phenomenal. Ares is the main villain. I heard a lot of people saying that they didn't really like this and it was a bit corny. I think the portrayal, like what is his name from Harry Potter, portrayed him. I didn't like that, but he blended into just being a regular British soldier guy type thing. But the Ares part was a bit corny. But the film was amazing. I loved it. Wonder Woman's number 1. And there we go, visuals. That was the MCU. No, it wasn't. It was the DCEU ranked. Get your words up, idiot. Ranked from worst to best. Now, definitely let us know in the comments below which of the DCEU films you loved, you hated, which of the DC films you really can't wait for, or the ones that they should bring out. Flashpoints maybe on the way. That would be fucking beautiful. I would love to get some sort of Nightwing film in there. I'd love to see a solo Batman Arkham film with Ben Affleck. Don't know what's going on because he was currently in rehab. I'm not quite sure if he is. Hopefully you're alright, Ben Affleck. Not that you're going to see this, but I love you as Batman. So definitely please come back and get better. Gal Gadot, smashing it. I'd love to see some more with Cyborg. I'd love to see a Green Lantern introduced, a Green Arrow introduced, who I've seen a rumour of Charlie Hunnam potentially playing. That would be sick. So yeah, any thoughts and comments you've got on the DCEU as it stands and in the future, and what you want and what you think's happening, or the news that you know is happening you can't wait for. I can't wait for Aquaman. I think Aquaman's going to be a brilliant solo film. Should have just done it before the Justice League, but regardless, hey, hada, we've got what we've got. Visuals, thank you so much for watching. Remember, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and all that kind of shit. Visuals, keep me and you and keep it on. We'll try and get like a that was weird with my tongue was like the finger. Get like a little miniature meet of these are the only figures I've got spare handy. Visuals, keep me and you, keep it on.
If you've liked what you've seen, guys, if you enjoy watching me, enjoy watching Dan, or even a little glimpse of our little friend Bill that's sitting in the corner, doing whatever he's doing, you can now follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook.